So I recently saw this video, Sam's video about the 100 Ornithopter Cube made by Andy, and I think it's super cool, and it made me excited about Cube, something that I've never thought about before. So I started drafting up something that would be my version of a cube, something that I think would be interesting and fun, but kind of stole the 100 Ornithopter idea because I didn't want to have to come up with 100 new cards to add in. I think that making a 60-card deck list is already stressful enough. More or less making a cube, like designing a set, is very difficult. So I went for my boy, the Myr Convert. Say hello to the Myr Convert. I'm just going to say real quickly why I think it's an interesting card. Myr Convert, 2 mana, artifact creature, Phyrexian Mirror, toxic 1, pay 2 life, add 1 mana of any color, and it's a 2/1. In brief, any game could end in 10 turns because of toxic. Get hit 10 times. If you have no life gain, you die because 10 hits is all it takes from a Myr Convert to kill you. The toxic just keeps the game honest because even if you have life gain in this cube will essentially convert to mana. I want to just go through the deck list. I'll have it down below. I built out an Architect because Cube Cobra is being wonky for me. So going through this deck list, we have 118 Myr, 118 only because I had 18 cards left till I had enough for 360, and I could not think of 18 more cards that I wanted to add. So those will slowly go down, I think, to 101. Then I have a binary number, and that's funny because, haha, Myr. I'm just going to go down and talk about the general color combinations and some cards I think are interesting. So first off, between white and blue, it's mostly control. Your basic cards you have always, disenchant and the like. There's nothing really out of the ordinary that I think you'd be surprised by in this. Besides perhaps that I have Mill in here as an option for some of the counterspelling and things. I think Mill's super funny, and I wanted to have it in here. So you have your classic counterspells in here. There's one or two that I think are fun, very Myr-centric, like I believe it's, here it is, Reject Imperfection. It's a counterspell that proliferates, so if you've already hit them with one Myr, you've started the chain, and you can start proliferating them to death. I think that's very cool. I think any card like 2 Arms that taps and untaps creatures is particularly fascinating for this because you tap for mana with life, and that means you can just kind of keep going. So any instance where you gain 2 life or gain a little bit, it's kind of like free mana. I think that's very awesome. But I don't think there's any standout cards, honestly, in white that I'm like, this card's cracked, crazy. Battlefield Improvisation, if you're going to go Boros Equipment, that could be pretty crazy. In blue, you'll notice we have a lot of mill cards. I think really the Dimir color combo is black and blue is really for the people who want to try doing mill for the first time. My friends don't really play decks like that and don't really find it fun to play against, but I really like it, so I thought I'd include in this cube because a cube is a collection of cards that you enjoy, and I'd like that regardless. So you can mill someone out, but almost all the mill cards I tried to make somewhere near sorcery speed so that more than likely you can use a Myr to contribute to the win. That way you can give the credit to something. And if not, then I might just start removing that package altogether. But you have some really strong counterspells in here. Why? Well, it's because you only may draft 1 counterspell, and I hope it's a good one for you. Also, some removal and combat tricks for Izzet. It's pretty neat, but I don't think any standout cards here, except for Inexorable Tide. Whenever you cast a spell, Proliferate. Really easy way to just win the game. Do that and then cantrip your way to victory. I also love that there's just a Myr kind of standing over the edge. It looks like a Myr. I know it's actually Fallout, but it just looks so much like the Myr that I think it's cool from Silhouette. As for black goes, I'm not really good with the color slice of the pie for black. I don't know many of the good cards that are staple, so it's a lot of proliferate. I saw something that was like, I thought the idea of poison control over here being the goal, of you're just going to keep messing with them, sacrificing yours, proliferating theirs, taking control of them, then sacrificing them. Also included all the tutors. Why? Well, mostly because I want Archive Trap to trigger, so anyone who goes that has to live knowing that at some point they may tutor and then lose 14 cards from their deck. I think that's very funny. Also because they're expensive and I don't often get the chance to play with them. For red, it's all about hitting them in the face and then explosive turns. I think it's best paired with green for Gruul, with the idea that you can hit some big combos. I put down the only cards that I have that are actually dual color cards are at the bottom, and they're mostly for the idea that when you see one, they signpost what the idea of that combo should be if you're going to play those colors. So for instance, Simic, it's very clear. Creatures gain base tower toughness, so I'm going to beat them with my creatures. Oh, and I can move counters around. That's my gimmick. Stronger creature, and untapping, extra combats. Okay, so that's my goal there. I'm going to do combats and probably equipment. I only need a couple Myr that can swing twice for win. Double strike as well as in there. Golgari, returning from graveyard. Okay, that's my recursion. What's this? Oh, combat tricks? That's what they are. Orzhov, enchantments, life gain. Okay, that's what I'm going to be doing. Selesnya, life gain, stopping damage, and then having a big creature. That's great. Gruul, I'm going to hit him really hard and have some explosive turns with surprise mana. Reign of Gore, Rakdos doesn't really fit too well in this cube because all of it does damage to players, and it's hard to do that when I want the Myr to be the killers. So there's not many Rakdos cards in here. For Dimir, I'm going to be making the mill. For Azorius, I'm going to be controlling the board and then slowly gaining life, card advantage, and then killing them when taking all the game actions and leaving none for them is kind of the goal. I think the artifacts, the colorless artifacts, are pretty fun, but let's go back up to red and just point out a couple interesting cards. I love this idea of double strike. If you don't know, that makes the poison trigger twice, so you can hit them and proliferate them possibly to death with this. I really wanted to keep in Volt Charge in this. It's a proliferate, deal 3 damage to target, and I thought it was great, but the problem is you could use that 3 damage to kill the enemy. I do have some ways in this to make tokens of a creature or steal your opponents to suddenly have a big board to swing with. So when you do that double combat, it's worth it. Burst of speed, creatures you control gain haste, for tapping or doing a little trick like dropping them and then doing it, and then mass hysteria in case someone wants to be a wild man, because it almost works as a ramp spell for both of you. With green, of course, big creatures, counters, as much as we can get, proliferate when we can, do what you absolutely must do to beat them with big Myr. I think it's awesome, pretty simple, a little bit of life gain in here with great hedge, but nothing really surprising. I think when you think green, you kind of know what you're going to be after, and in this deck, it's a lot more counters than anything. For colorless, there's a lot of different cards in here. Some of them I think could game win on their own, and I'm okay with that because nobody in my group is necessarily cracked at the game, so it's pretty fun to see what they'll come up with. And as things get too strong, maybe they'll mark on a Myr the card that got banned, like, hello, I banned this, and they'll know that's what happened, because I think that communal aspect of ornithopters is awesome. So we have cards in here for mill. Specifically, probably the most big one is Mesmeric Orb. But I find this one's very funny because even when you use it, you're getting milled, and it's pretty easy to mill yourself out when you're tapping Myr every turn and lands to make them mill. You sometimes end up coming out behind, which is pretty funny to me. But once you get ahead, you should win. There are cards like Karn's Bastion that lets you proliferate for 4, so even in your lands, you can have proliferate built in, some filtering through the scroll. I have the Moxes in here because I think they're just fascinating, and I will never get to own a real copy. So when I buy this deck totally, fully legitimate, aka print it, it'll be cool to do that. Sacrificing and proliferating, poison control through Throne of Geth is very cool. Wielding Jar I think would never stand out more than it does in this deck, at the moment at least. Paradox Engine, untapping all things after casting a spell is very cool. I did want there to be some form. The biggest thing for me with Myr is creating an infinite untap loop. I think it's super cool, and so I left a lot of cards in here that I think could do it, but I don't know actually how they do it. I've not sat down to put them all in a deck and just pretend like I drafted them and see how I could forever untap. But I'm confident that line is in here somewhere, and I think whoever discovers it will be real chuffed with himself. And I could gush and gush about this, but I don't think I want to spend any more time trying, because I've tried this 4 times and I end up seeing 19-minute takes, and I don't feel like I've really said anything. So that's my Myr Convert Cube. I'm going to try to draft it today with a friend and have some fun playing around with it. If you think the idea is interesting and you have comments or ideas of cards you should add them down below. I'll just swap a Myr in, and I appreciate your help. I'll also have the Cube Cobra link down below if you want to try drafting this yourself for your giggles. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.